Yo, what up? It's your boy Neo coming to you from ImRAllen TV, life from my point of view. Wanted to do another quick gameplay tip video, this time featuring God of War Ragnarok. Alright, so in this video, I wanted to talk about what I had a something that I had a problem with that almost actually made me stop playing this game, and that is the combat. Now, the combat is really good. Let me say that. Let me just preface this and say that the combat is really good, and I'm sure a lot of people are probably scratching their heads and making a face like, "What does he mean? He was going to stop playing because of the combat?" Well, let me explain. Now, the reason why I was going to stop playing is because of things that were happening during the combat. Now, the combat is fluid. The combat is really, it is. It's fantastic. But what was happening was while I was fighting, things were happening that I didn't like that were causing me to really get chipped up in these battles. And I'm already playing on the next to hardest level, I think it is. And I mean, I'd be in the middle of a fight, and then like crazy stuff would happen. So for instance, like I'd be fighting, and all of a sudden, like if I'm fighting over here, right? I'm fighting somebody over here, and I'm going at it, and then this would happen. And I'd be like, wait, what? So I'm fighting, and then this would happen. Fighting this. So I'm like, what is going on? And then, so while I'm doing this, when it turns, now my back is to my enemy and he's lighting me up. Or this would happen. This is another thing. So I'd be fighting or something, and I'm in my stance, trying to defend myself, and then this would happen. And I'm like, what what is going on? Why why do these things keep happening in my fight? Now, again, I'm not really thinking about a lot of stuff when I'm fighting because again, there's a lot of stuff going on. So I'm not really thinking, okay, maybe I have something set or this and that. So I go into this. So I did little I had to do some brainstorming, and I tried to look up some stuff on YouTube to see if anybody else had this issue or see if anybody else talked about these particular settings. And I didn't really see much, so I figured let me do something about it because maybe somebody else is having these same problems when they're trying to fight. So I was like, let me go in here and let me do this. So go into your settings. It really easy fixes. Go into your settings. The first one you want to change is the navigation assist. So my navigation assist was on. I don't know if it's on. It wasn't on by default. Default setting is off. So I don't know why I turned it on. I don't. I have no idea, but it was on. So I turned it on. So I had to come in, turn that off. So what that's going to do is when it's off, it's going to like I'm pressing it now. I'm pressing R3 because I use R3 to lock on the enemies, and that's what was happening. So while I was fighting and I'm locking on the different enemies, R3 was making it change to go to show where I'm supposed to be going in the story. So it automatically reorientates the camera to show where you're supposed to be going in the story. So I'm gonna put it back on again so you can see. So let me turn it back on. So Kratos should be going that way. So that's the, I'm hitting the button, I'm turning it around, I'm hitting the button. And then when I turned it off, that doesn't happen. So that's the first thing, right? You want to turn that off. Keep that off. If it's off, if you have it off already, keep it off. Don't turn it back on. The other thing is you want to do your controller remapping, and you want to go down to where is it? Quick turn. You want to have quick turn off. See, my quick turn actually was the L and L3. So what was happening was while I was fighting, he'd be quick turning. So he's turning away. It's very similar to the other thing with navigation assist. So he's turning away from the fight, like real quick, and then he's getting attacked from the side, from whatever side he was turning to. So I had to turn. So make sure you turn this off. Now, you don't have to turn it off if you don't want to. Some people like having quick turn on. I don't. So I keep mine off. I do not want that on. I do not have no reason to use it. At least not yet. Maybe later on in the game I'll find some use for it. But as of right now, I don't have any use for it. So with that off, so now when I'm blocking, that doesn't happen. So now I can fight and do what I need to do without any kind of thing going on. So since I've done this, and I did this earlier tonight, since I've done this, I have been very, very, very happy with the results, and I'm enjoying the game and the combat so much more. So now it's time to really lock in and play. So again, I wanted to say this, I wanted to provide that as a tip in case anybody else is having that issue, having that problem with their game. So make sure you have navigation assist off and quick turn off, and you won't have to worry about those particular issues. Also, and this is more for your preference, your lock on camera and your recenter camera on attack. Those two things, like I said, again, that's up to you. That's all preference based, but they all kind of tie in together too with the combat. Um, I like to keep mine on auto target plus and priority plus. It's a little, not that it's easier, but it keeps you in kind of control of the combat. Now you could turn it off and be in full control of the combat, and then you have to make all of the turns and all of the adjustments. But sometimes there's a lot of stuff going on the screen, and I don't like to overwork myself in my brain while I'm fighting. So I keep mine on because I'm already playing on the Give Me No Mercy setting. So it's it be real out there. So I gotta keep mine like this. So I keep my auto target plus for lock on camera, priority plus for recenter camera on attack, navigation assist off, and quick turn, which is in the controller remapping off. So those are my settings for good combat, at least as far as I play. Might work for you. Give it a try. See how you like it. It's your boy Neo. Everybody have a happy New Year. I hope everybody brought it in good, nice and safe. Had a good holiday. And if you like this video, if it worked for you, give it a thumbs up. And I'll talk to you later. See you next time for a new tip. Peace.